So none of us like creating products and never getting sales. And so if you're getting zero sales, probably because you're not designing things that people are looking to purchase. And if you're spending multiple minutes and sometimes even hours creating a design that is not backed by data, you could be wasting your time. And listen, friend, I do not want you to waste your time. I want you to get some sales because that's why we're selling on Etsy. And so I want to share with you a very simple and easy strategy you can use to help you identify things that are selling well. When you start designing, everything is backed up by data. I want to share with you several specific things in Everbee that can change the entire game for you when you are trying to make sales on Etsy. And opening up this specific area on Everbee, it can reveal to you some secret gold mine products that have made consistent sales for multiple months. And I want to share this all with you coming up next. So again, the tool that we're going to explore today is Everbee. This is a powerful tool for you to do your product research as they break down all the data you need to see in order for you to make the best decision in regards to what products to target. And so again, we're going to do some deep dive into this, just not sharing with you the software, but also sharing with you my strategy with the software so you know exactly how to use it yourself in order for you to gain sales. I'll make sure to leave all the details down in my description box below so you can walk through the process with me so you can find these top trends products. All right, so the first thing I like to do is go over into Etsy and just do a basic search on a very basic product category. Today's video, we're going to be focusing on t-shirts, but this literally can be done for anything. Tumbler wraps, sweatshirts, coffee mugs, Christmas ornaments. You definitely want to make sure you start with your main category keyword, and then from there, follow my strategy so you know what specific products you should target. All right, so one of the things I like to do when I jump over into Etsy is search up a broad category. In our case today, we'll search up t-shirt just as an example. And when I look up t-shirts, you'll see a lot of results that come from Etsy that are popular nouns and bestsellers. These are exactly the type of products we want to target, but specifically we want to make sure that we target products that has been around just for a short amount of time, because those products are going to prove to us that there is a huge demand and really a growing demand in regards to these products. Now, the cool thing about Everbee is that they actually give you some of this data right on the bottom portion of the listing right here in search, which makes it extremely easy for you to identify what products have sold well and how long they have been around. Like we see this product here has sold 48 times in the last 30 days. It has only been around for 7 months. We see this one sold 96 times in the last 30 days and it has only been around for a few months. So these are the type of things we definitely want to look at: the amount of product that have sold in 30 days, but also what is the lifetime of the listing. This one's here has sold 84 products in the last 30 days and been around just for 3 months. This is definitely one I would target and redesign and create this in my unique way, maybe adding in a popular phrase at the top of this, but this is definitely selling well. And here's another product that has sold well also. This has only been around for 1 month, and again, this has sold already 67 products, and we know this is going to increase more and more as time go on. So some of this can be done right here on the search bar of Etsy and seeing the results. So again, Everbee makes this really easy for us to see and really identify which ones are selling well. But I like to go a step further and actually open up the analytics page here. So I head over to product analytics, and now I'm able to see multiple things here that I can target and make it easy for me to identify what is selling. So from the section here, I like to look at, again, a couple things. First of all, the listing age, but I also like to go in further what has been their sales for the last 30 days, but also what has sold for the lifetime of the listing. Now, Everbee also added this growth rate chart here where you can see just the overall scale in regards to what has sold in the past 30 days, which is always a helpful thing to see because you can see a consistent level of growth for items that's been around for a while, but you can also see when items are just peaking in sales. Like this one here has only been around for a month, but we can see it's definitely peaking in sales as we have 100% growth rate. And this one here has been around for 2 months, 51 sales already in the last 30 days, but we can see the growth rate is extremely high at 300%. So it's definitely increasing with sales, something we would definitely want to target, redesign, and bring something new into the marketplace. And so this really makes it easy when we look at the listing age, the sales for the last 30 days, but specifically for that growth rate, this is going to be extremely helpful moving forward. Like this one here has been around just for 3 months, but we can see the growth rate is 100% and it's definitely on the rise. Again, sold 22 in the last 30 days, but it's definitely something we can target in the future. Now we can scoot over a little bit further to the right hand side and we can see some more data that is actually extremely helpful for me, and I like to see the total amount of sales. So I like to actually scoot us over to the left hand side a little bit further so I can see the listing age, total sales, monthly sales, and growth rate all at the same time. I'm able to see the trend track as well, and once I'm able to see all of this data, I can actually go in further and actually filter this from highest to lowest with growth rate, with the trend track, with 30-day sales, total sales, and listing age. This is all extremely helpful, especially if I want to just look at what's been around for a short amount of time. I can head over to listing age, filter this down. I can quickly glance over to growth rate and just see, again, what has done well in a short amount of time. This is how you're able to find trends, because this just dropped a month ago. Already sold 67 products, and it's definitely going to increase even further because the growth rate is so high. The trend track is definitely going up. It's showing consistency, not spiking up and down with sales like this one here that's been around for a month as well, but it's spiking up and down. We see a very positive growth rate in regards to this track. Again, meeting our requirement, just a few months old, and this is definitely something we want to open up, retarget, and redesign further. But this is the data that's going to change the trajectory of your shop, because we're doing data research before we create our designs, and if we can focus on a design that has done well for a short amount of time and we can expand on that a little bit further, I think that's a great place for us to be. Going down a little further, we can see this again, it's been around for 2 months. Again, I like to be able to see the listing date as well as the total amount of sales, and the growth rate is showing 300%. Definitely will be one I would target. Same thing like this one here, been around for 2 months. Again, 131 sales. Again, growth rate is 100%, and I see a consistent track in regards to this, which is always a positive in my opinion. Definitely one I would target as well. And so once you're able to see these type of products, you can actually open these up in Etsy, and you can start doing further research in regards to what keywords they're using, what mockups they're using, what is the overall design style, how can you infuse your own value points into this. For instance, maybe we won't focus on the flower, but maybe we can focus on different type of animals. We can focus on personalization in this as well. We can just bring this to a whole different product. Instead of it being on a t-shirt, we can move over to a sweatshirt. There's a lot of opportunities here that we can definitely expound upon. The data proves well here with Everbee also. 20 plus people have it in the cart. It is the best selling product. We can also see again some of the data we have seen on that grid. We can see it right here in the listing. This has been around for 2 months, already sold 131 sales, but specifically in the last 30 days, it sold 118. Again, this is the data that we want to see so that when we design products, we know we're designing based upon buyers' demand. And we're going to bring something new into this marketplace by adding in personalization, adding in a new design style, targeting a different product category. But definitely an opportunity here for us to expand this a little bit further. Now, I just want to be very clear. Just because we do not see necessarily a green on the growth rate does not mean a product is actually terrible. That's why I like looking at all of these data points: listing age, total sales, monthly sales, the trend track, and the growth rate. I like to look at all of that to really determine which ones I should focus on. I'm going to share with you a real world example. So here's a product that's been around for 4 months. If I look at the growth rate, it's down 100%. I can see just recently it has not been making any sales. That does not necessarily mean that is a terrible product. I think this deserves further research. Again, I like to look at multiple things at the same time, just not one specific area. So listing age 4 months, it's been around just for a short amount of time. Within that time, over 800 products, and in the last 30 days, this has sold 219 products. So this is showing me some great data here, but I see that the growth rate is low and the trend track is downward. One of the things I like to look at when I open this up is to see, number one, is this a seasonal product, and is there just a huge spike in sales just for a month or so? If I open up the trend track a little bit further here, I'm able to have a wider scope in regards to what's happening with this product. I can see obviously it is a sea animal type of product, which will be perfect for the summertime. I totally get that people going out for summer vacation, probably going to the beach, maybe going on a cruise. So I could definitely see how this could go down in regards to sales. But if you look at this, it's only been down just for a couple of days. Again, if this was down for the majority of the month, then I would definitely say this probably would not be a good place to target. But being that we have very huge and consistent sales all throughout the month here, but it's just been down just for a few days, again, I wouldn't necessarily push this to the side. This could be something I would target and learn from even further. Now, I could open this up because it's only tracking the last month. If I open this up a little bit further here, I'm able to see a little bit more data in regards to the last 3 months, which again, it's only been around for 4. What I'm specifically looking for is, do I have any dips in sales that shows no interest at all for several days? Again, if I look back at the data, you can see that over the last 3 months, this is pretty consistent. That means this has been an interest and have gained sales multiple days over multiple months. And even though the growth rate might be down right now, I know that this might be a small portion. Maybe people are focused on a lot of back to school, maybe traveling and just wrapping up for people. But again, if I see a huge consistent growth for this product, definitely pushing 3 months behind, this is something I would definitely still learn from. Again, you have to open up this data a little bit further for you to better understand what is happening in regards to sales, what is happening in regards to the lifetime of the listing, and actually what is contributing to the 100% growth rate being down. And again, it's only tracking in a few days. Again, a few days here is not going to be detrimental in regards to the interest of this product. So again, I like to look at these things to really make a determination in regards to what's selling well. Could growth rate be a great thing to target? Yes, but if we're looking at that only in isolation without expanding our viewpoint in regards to listing age, total sales, monthly sales, the trend track, and growth rate, I think that way of looking at it can be a better way to determine which products you should target. So as you can see, there are definitely some opportunities, multiple opportunities really, that we can focus on and definitely increase our sales when we focus on these products with Etsy. As you can see, this product here has done extremely well with sales. Also, we got 8 months old, 737 sales in the last 30 days. Definitely having a very strong flow of consistent sales. We could open this up and just see the track as well. And I think that's a very strong track we can definitely follow. Going back 3 months old as well, we can see it is definitely consistent. And these are one of those type of evergreen products we definitely want to have in our shop as well. Again, something that has been recently released, but something that's definitely showing a consistency in regards to sales month to month. And it's always good to have these type of products in our shop that shows a consistency over time. If you're not doing product research, this is definitely going to change the game for you. Definitely going to help you focus on things that are selling well and help you identify things that you should start focusing on and redesigning and recreating. And check out this next video here where I share with you another tool you can use to help you actually create these products so it can be easier for you to create high quality designs within seconds. As always, my friends, my name is Jay, and I will see you in the next video.